Hey guys, this dream is more about forgiveness of sins and planting that seed that the Lord gives you. And also, I saw my sins get washed away in this dream, so it's a real cool dream for me. But the beginning, it starts off. I keep hearing somebody in the background singing that three times in a row that the Lord will come back in 3 days. I don't know. This happened three times. Of course, it's not going back in 3 days because it's been over 3 days. But you know how these numbers work. Sometimes, who knows? Uh, but somehow I remember that my youngest brother, my little brother, he was dying in the back of a truck. I'm trying to save him, but he's dying, guys, and he leaves a seed on the back of the tailgate of the truck. This seed is very important to me. I searched for a place to plant it. I'm searching around. I was looking for the perfect ground to plant it in soil in a hole. So I'm going around looking for the different holes, and the hole had to be right. It had the right amount of dirt and softness, and I loved this seed. I found myself working in the middle of a dangerous road with my brother, my middle brother, and I just trying to, yeah, my middle brother. I won't say his name. He's trying to take my stone from me. It's my precious stone. He's trying to take it from me. And we start to push each other, and we try to fight in the road and all that. And then I called him the man of authority in my. That's what I wrote down on my thing here, my notebook. A man of authority, but it was Jesus. Jesus stopped us, uh, and he stopped us from fighting. And he tells my brother that I'll have to pay for my sins and crimes. He was trying to get Garrett to stop. Garrett stops, uh, and when I think the cop is talking me to, oh, when I think the cop is about to take me to jail, uh, Jesus gets me out of trouble, and then shows me two cards. So he has me two cards in his hands that have a list of all my crimes and sins. It's a list with long lines of sin, guys. I then notice him lovingly holding my sins as each line. So, okay, so he's holding these deck cards, kind of, guys. They're really long, and he's looking at me, smiling. And I'm looking down at these lines of sin. Like, I don't know if they're written in ink or what, and I can see little tsunamis more where the sin would be. Little tsunamis were coming in, just washing away each line of sin. Tsunami would come in, it washed away the line of sin, and pretty much when he was sitting there holding that card, tsunamis would wipe away all my sins, guys. Like he was just smiling at me. So that was really awesome. Uh, yeah, and I did notice that the lines, when they were washed away, they were washed away by tsunamis. So maybe that was two meanings in one there. Who knows? But okay, so line, line, crimes, everything was washed away. I didn't pay for my crimes. He took care of them for me. I then continue with my precious seed. I'm holding on to my hand like I'm crazy. I got this big seed in my hand. I'm holding on to. Uh, the word of God that has been planted in my heart that needs to be nourished and grow. I find a hole that has a great soil. So I find a hole with great soil to plant my seed in. I go to put that plant in, and I believe I woke up soon after that. So yeah, so the moral of this one was my brother was trying to take my seed from me. One brother was dying, and he left his seed. And my other brother tried to fight me for my seed. And as I had this seed, I was trying to bury it and find the right kind of ground, soils and stuff, guys. And Jesus came and rescued me from my sin and from fighting and from getting in trouble. And he found me a hole, the perfect hole to bury my seed in. And we all know we all know the Bible, what it means to have a seed, guys, and how you're supposed to plant your seed and what kind of ground you're supposed to plant it on. So that was the end of that one. While I got you guys on here, I have a couple of flash streams. I'm gonna get past you while I got you on here. Some of my viewers on here like my little flash streams. Guys, had a really cool one last night. I believe I saw Lucifer. Except this was really different. He was on his knees. He was wearing a robe, like grayish robe, from what I could see. He had a clean haircut and all that stuff. It was kind of weird. like a normal person. He was on his knees in a robe. He was sobbing, like sobbing and crying. But the whole time he was sobbing and crying, he was also choking. His mouth was wide open, and I could see through my other mind. I could see that the Godhead was there, and they had just done something to him, and so that where he once had fire there, guys. He once had fire shooting from his mouth, but whatever they had did, they had made it to where they had smothered his fire flames out of his mouth, so he was only blowing out like white smoke this time. So I just totally messed that one up. But yeah, so he's on his knees, he's crying, he's sobbing, he's so mad, guys. It's like he lost all over again, just like of Jesus Christ when he was crucified. We can all imagine the devil wailing and all this kind of stuff because he lost. Well, he's lost again. Something happened, guys, to where he lost again or is about to lose again. Saw it as clear as day. He lost and was sobbing, and he did not have any fire in his mouth no more. He just had fumes come out of his mouth, and it was like God had just took his fire from his mouth. So that's kind of what it was. And he was on his knees. Maybe that means to every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess that Jesus is the Lord, the Christ. Well, I guess that means him too, huh? Because he was on his knees. He sure was. Okay. Now this one is one of the ones I have no idea. I see things sometimes. A lot of these things are like rapture confirmations to me. Like I saw a little girl, and then I saw in front of my face, I saw a huge and she had a swimsuit on, which couldn't mean the island thing, but she had a swimsuit, and then I looked up and I saw the word in front of my face. I saw marriage, so I don't know what that means. I saw a star. I saw a phrase. Sometimes, guys, these phrases I have no idea what they mean, but I write them down, and it's weird because like 2-3 months later I understand. It was arm in Jacor, Jikor, arm in Jacor. That's what they told me. They also told me something about Joshua. They said, because I heard somebody tell me there will come a time where the name Joshua will be very important. So that's what they told me about Joshua. There will come a time where the name Joshua will become very important. All right, so it's one more small flash in here from last night, and this was kind of strange, and maybe I shouldn't have wrote it down, but every time I say that and I don't write something down, I regret it. So there's this thing on the ground, like a little blob, guys. It looked like a little dead animal. Right, it's white. It got kind of like feathers, like fur feathers, all mixed in, but I could see ants eating it, kind of like it was a dead, unknown animal on the ground. You know, so I go to in my head though, something's telling me it was like a dead chicken, something, or maybe. So I go to poke it, and then it starts to squeal like a pig. Yeah, so it starts to squeal like a pig and starts to run away from me, and it was really vivid. It happened twice. So yes, right now it makes no sense, but this could either mean that their disease is coming, or I was being shown that this is a new creature altogether, like a new made creature that we'll see one day. Who knows? Maybe this is his way of telling me that prophesying that animals will be diseased, plagues coming. I mean, that's how he shows me things, guys. I don't really get too many direct, the plague is coming, Monday. I don't get nothing like that. He gives me these puzzle pieces. But yeah, this is all I got from last night, guys. But so hope you like this one, and please like me below, and leave a comment, and tell me what you thought, and I'll get back with you guys, and I'll write another video, or I'll put up another video tomorrow. Thank you.